So now let's turn our attention to another property which is great for luxury, which has all the hallmarks of royalty, but with an even older history. Let's talk about this special place in Chambal.
Right. So I believe you are speaking about Rampura.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah. So Rampura, well, it fits the description of middle of nowhere better than most places because the nearest airport would be about 4 hours drive away, or even more. If it's Lucknow, it's even more. Um, and you're right. The fort itself has portions, stone-built portions, and old remnants of mud fort, which are 800 years old at least. Um, Again, this belongs to a family of talukedars, and it sits right at the edge of the what you call the Beihar, the Chambal Ravines.
Mhm.
And step out, and this is actually more. It looks more like a fort than a mansion, and you can imagine why they needed to fortify it because as recently as last 20 years ago, there used to be dacoits in the region.
Yep.
Uh, it is difficult to describe the beauty of the region. Again, open spaces as far as the eye can see, sparsely populated, wild. Um, Road seems to be the only piece of infrastructure in this region.
Yeah.
But there is culture, there is music, and food, and all those things which are present wherever there are people, and they've been staying there for centuries.
Yeah.
It's a large fort and with a large um, palace inside it with massive courtyards, um, almost endless rooms. I mean, we counted on our last visit over 20 different rooms. Um, Very old world charm
Yeah. Absolutely.
with the young couple, the
Mm.
current Raja of Rampura. They run the place very efficiently with their dedicated staff. Um, they will drive you around, show you, introduce you to people there, show you the countryside. There is the river. It is a stone's throw away from a place called the Panchnadi, which literally means a confluence of five rivers. So there are these five rivers which ultimately meet, Yamuna being one of them. They are
Mhm.
tributary to Yamuna. And the most important five rivers, Betwa, Chambal, Pahuj, others, they meet within a 10-kilometer span. You can kind of drive around and see that there are crocodile sanctuaries in the area. You can ride or just walk into the Chambal ravines. I mean, you feel as if countryside is yours. There is no other property for 100 miles in any direction.
Yeah.
This is also, by the way, very, very close, let's say about 2 hours drive from Kannauj, uh, which is a center for itra, perfume, Indian perfumes, um, where again there is this 100-room palace uh, where you can have a arrange a lunch for you there. You can take a tour of the itra works, the manufacturing units, where they explain the whole process of creating these scents from organic matter. This is a craft that has been going on for over a millennium. Kannauj is now the largest center for those expensive perfumes um, that are sold in Paris.
Mhm.
The raw material comes from Kannauj.
So you're living in this spectacular place, and around that you have that area. But I also feel the other things that you can do from Rampura itself. Of course, Khajuraho is something that you can plan along with this destination. But there's also the Chambal Wildlife Sanctuary in itself, which is great. Kalinjar is not far away, and Kalinjar is like a masterpiece. If you haven't been to Kalinjar, you really missed out on something which is an ancient marvel in terms of temple architecture, but also from a geological point of view of significant interest. So there's all of these fabulous things happening in that region, and depending on the time you have, you could have an absolutely mind-blowing getaway in this place which no one knows of, but which is so spectacular that it's a memory that you will carry for the rest of your life.